Good morning, students. Hope you all are doing well. Today we will start a new chapter. The name of the chapter is Traveling with Grandfather Zoo. Before starting this chapter, I want to say something to you all that I have made an analysis on all the videos that I have uploaded on YouTube. There I have found out that many of you are not watching the whole video. You are just skipping the video, or you have watched the videos for 2 to 5 minutes. So please don't do that. There are few students who have watched the all videos from starting to end. So please watch each and every videos from starting to end and don't skip your video. And then after watching the videos, write your name, class and section for your attendance. And if you have any doubts regarding any topic or any chapter, let me know on the comment section below the video. I will clear your doubts. Now let's begin our class. Traveling with Grandfather's Zoo. All of you, please get ready with your textbook, means your wind chime book, and your pencil for underlining the difficult words. Traveling with Grandfather Zoo, and the story is written by Ruskin Bond. This is a humorous story. This story will tell you a relationship between animals and humans. Now let's know about who was Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond is one of the India's best known authors and storyteller. He is known for his love of the hills, and many of his stories are set in the foothills of the Himalayas. For some of his most well-known works include Our Trees Still Grow in Dehra, The Blue Umbrella, The Night Train at Deoli, Time Stop at Shamli and Rusty, The Boy from the Hills. He is a recipient of the Sahitya Akademi Award and the Padma Bhushan. It means Ruskin Bond is an Indian author. He was awarded with Sahitya Akademi Award and Padma Bhushan Award. Ruskin Bond loves nature. All aboard. Sleek, Popoi, grandmother's pet parrot, as the family climb aboard the Lucknow Express. Here, the meaning of aboard means it is a call for passengers to get on a vehicle that is going to be depart. All aboard. Sleek. Sleek means to shout. Papoi. Papoi is the name of a parrot, and this parrot is of grandmother favorite. So here the Papoi, it's reminding everyone that the train is going to depart. So all of you, please climb the Lucknow Express. We are moving for some months from Dehra to Lucknow. Here the narrator is saying that we are going for few months, for some months from Dehra to Lucknow. Dehra means from Dehradun to Lucknow. And a grandmother insisted on taking her parrot along. Here the grandmother insisted means grandmother is saying that she want to take her parrot along with her for the journey. Grandfather and I insisted on bringing our pets too. Here the grandfather and the narrator, they both also insisted that they both also want their pets to go on their journey. A teenage tiger. Grandfathers means a teenage tiger is a pet of grandfathers, and a small squirrel. Squirrel is a pet of a writer. Here it is written mine. Mine is a writer. But we thought it prudent to leave the python behind. Means here the family is thinking that we should leave python here only, means they are thinking to leave the python at the home. Prudent means wise. In those days, trains in India were not so crowded, and it is possible to travel with a variety of creatures. Means the story is about early time. That time the trains were not so crowded, so easily they can go with their pets. Grandfather had decided to think in style of traveling first class, so we have a 4-berth compartment of our own. Here, the grandfather had decided that he will book the tickets of first class where four berth compartments were of their own. And Timothy is the name of a tiger. The tiger had an entire berth to himself. So there were four berths. One berth was entire for Timothy. Timothy was the name of a tiger. Later, everyone agreed that Timothy behaved perfectly throughout the journey. Here, everyone there on the train agreed that the Timothy behaved very nicely throughout the journey, means the tiger behaved very nicely through the journey. Even the guard admitted that he could not have asked for a better passenger. Means here the guard of the train is admitting that the Timothy is the best passenger he had. No stealing from vendors, no shouting at coolies, no breaking of railway properties, no spitting on the platform. Means here the guard is saying that Timothy is the best passenger he had because he is not stealing from vendors, he is not shouting on police, no breaking of railway properties, no splitting on the platform. All the same, the journey was not without incident, and before we reached Lucknow, there was excitement enough for everyone. Here, the writer is saying that a journey is not possible without an incident. Before they reach Lucknow, they all were very excited. To begin with Papoi. Papoi objected to vendors and others people poking their hands in through the windows. Here, to begin with Papoi means the parrot, the pet of a grandmother, objected to vendor and other people poking their hands in through the windows. Before the train has moved out of the Dehra station, he had nipped two fingers and tweaked a ticket inspector ear. Means before the train has moved from the Dehra, the Popoi, the parrot, has bite two fingers and tweaked. Tweak means twisted or pulled the ticket inspector ear. Now means the writer is saying that Popoi has bite the two fingers of the inspector and he has twisted or pulled the ears of ticket inspector. No sooner had the train started moving than Chip made squirrel. Chip is a name of a squirrel, the pet of a narrator. No sooner had the train started moving, the Chip, my squirrel, emerged from my pocket to examine his surroundings. Before I could stop him, he was out of the compartment door, scurrying along the corridor. Means here the writer is saying that the Chip who was on the pocket of writer, he just came out from his pocket just to examine the surroundings, means what is going out, just to see what is going inside the train. He just came out from the pocket of the narrator. The name of a squirrel was Chip. Chip discovered that the train was a squirrel paradise. Almost all the passengers having brought large quantities of roasted peanuts before the train pulled out, he had no difficulty in making friends with both children and grown-ups, and it was an hour before he returned to our compartment, his tummy almost bursting. Means here the writer is saying that Chip has discovered that many passengers are carrying roasted peanuts, and Chip was very friendly in nature. He has made many friends with children and many grown-ups passengers. So he was very friendly in nature. He has made many friends and he had discovered that all the passengers are carrying roasted peanuts with them, and that's why here it is written Chips discovered that the train was a squirrel paradise. Now the Chips think that the train is a squirrel paradise because Chips loved peanut, and now he had discovered that all the passengers are carrying peanuts. Peanuts mean mostly. So now he is very happy with that. And when the Chip came to his compartment, then his tummy almost bursting, means the tummy of Chip was full. He has eaten all the peanuts, roasted peanuts, which are given by the passengers. So now he is total full. I think I will go to sleep, said grandmother, covering herself with a blanket and stretching out on berth opposite Timothy. It's been a tiring day. Here, the grandmother is saying that now I am going to sleep. Now I am feeling like sleepy. Then the grandmother went to sleep on her berth opposite to Tamoti, means where the Tamoti, the tiger, was sleeping. The opposite side, the grandmother went to her berth, and then she said that it's been a tiring day. It means the day is very tiring. Now she is very tired. Aren't you going to eat anything? Asked grandfather. Here the grandfather is asking to grandmother that, are you not going to eat anything? I'm not hungry. I had some soup before we left. You too help yourself from the tiffin basket. Here the grandmother is saying that I'm not hungry. I have taken some soup before we left. Means she has eaten some soup before they left for their journey. You too help yourself from the tiffin basket. Now here the grandmother is saying that both of you please do the serving of all the foods, and take all the foods which you want to eat from the tiffin basket. Grandmother dozed Grandmother dozed off, and even Popoy started nodding, lulled to sleep by the clackety clack of the wheels and the steady puffing of the steam engine. Here, the grandmother has fallen into a light sleep, and the Popoy was nodding, means he was just moving his head, means he was also feeling sleepy after having a roasted peanut, and his tummy was almost full. So now the grandmother and the Papoy has went to sleep. Well, I'm hungry, I said. What did Granny make for us? Writer said. Who said this? Writer said. Here then the grandfather said that ham sandwich, boiled egg, a roast chicken, gooseberry pie, it's all in the tiffin basket under your berth. Who said this? Grandfather said to the narrator. I tugged at the large basket and dragged it into the center of the apartment. Now here the writer is saying that he just dragged the basket from the under the berth, which was kept under the berth. Tug means khitchna. The strap were loosely tied, means the strap of the tiffin was loose. No sooner had I undone them than the lid flew open, and I let up a gasp of surprise. So it did not took a long time to open that tiffin because it was loose, and when the tiffin just opened, then the writer get into a surprise. In the basket was grandfather's pet. Now, who was there in the basket? The grandfather's pet, Python. Python was inside the tiffin box. See, earlier they have told that Python will not go with them in the journey, so they leave the Python on the in their garden earlier, but now they are seeing that the Python is inside the tiffin box, curled up contentedly on the remains of our dinner. Here, curled means now a python is sitting like in a circle up contentedly. Contentedly means now he is very satisfied contentedly on the remains of our dinners. Grandmother had insisted that we leave the python behind. Here, the writer is saying that grandmother had told earlier only that we should leave the python, and grandfather had let it loose in the garden, and the grandfather has loose him in the garden. Somehow it managed to snuggle itself into the tiffin box. It means the python himself managed to come under the means into the tiffin box. Well, what are you staring at? Asked grandfather from his corner. It's python, I said, and it has finished all dinner. Now the writer is saying that it's a python and he has finished all our dinners, means the dinner which the grandmother had made for grandfather and the writer. All the dinner was finished and it was eaten by the python. Python is a snake. Grandfather joined me, and together we looked down at what remained of the food. Means here the grandfather and the writer just joined together to find out it's something left in the tiffin or not, or all the foods are eaten by the python. Pythons don't chew, they swallow. Here the writer is saying that pythons don't chew. Chew means when you chew, you use your teeth. But python do not do that. They just swallow it. Means after chewing only you swallow your food. Outline along the length of the large snake, sleek. Here meaning of sleek means smooth body were the distinctive shapes of the child, a pie and a six-boiled egg. Here, the writer is saying that the surface means pythons have a smooth surface, means the body of the pythons are smooth. But now we can see that, means it is notable, means the writer and the grandfather can easily notice that the foods which he has written distinct means distinctive means notable shapes of a chicken, pie, six boils, egg means the writer and the grandfather are easily able to find out the foods which are kept inside the python's body. We could not we couldn't make out the ham sandwiches, but presumably these had been eaten too because there was no sign of them in the basket. Means here the writer is saying that we are not able to find where are the ham sandwiches, because they were means the sandwiches which the grandmother has made for them in the basket, the sandwiches was not there, but on the body of python the writer and the grandfather was not able to find out that where the sandwiches are. Only a few apples remained. Evidently the python did not care for apples. It means only few apples were just left on the basket, tiffin basket. Grandfather snapped the basket shut and pushed it back beneath the berth. Now the grandfather just closed the basket and just pushed back the tiffin box under the berth. We must not let grandmother see him, he said. She might think we brought him along on purpose. Means here the writer is saying that grandmother must have thought, means if the grandmother will know that we are carrying python, then she will think that we are carrying him for a purpose. Well, I'm hungry, I complained. Just then Chips returned from one of his forays and presented me with a peanuts. Means now here the writer is saying that now I'm feeling hungry. Then the Chip was the pet of writer. The squirrel returned from one of his forays. Means he returned from his one of his quick raid. Thanks, I said. Means when the Chip offered peanut to the writer, then the writer said, thanks, I said. If you keep bringing me peanuts all night, I might last until morning. Means here the writer is saying that if you keep bringing these peanuts for me, then he will not feel hungry and the peanuts will remain till morning. But it was not long before. So all the peanuts were now over. I felt sleepy. Now the writer is feeling like sleepy. Grandfather had begun to nod. Means now the grandfather is also feeling sleepy. And the only one who was wide awake was the squirrel. Means all of them, means now grandmother was falling into deep sleep. Now the writer is also feeling sleepy and the grandfather was also sleeping. Only the squirrel was full awake. He was still investigating the all the compartment. Means he was still investigating the peanuts. Means all the passengers who are carrying the peanuts. The little after midnight, there was a great clamor at the end of the at the end of the corridor. Grandfather and I woke up. Here means when they were sleeping at the little midnight, they hear some shouting sound. Means some people were shouting. Grandfather and I woke up. Then the writer and the grandfather woke up. Timothy grew in his sleep. Means here the tiger is in deep sleep. He is just making his noise. And Popoi made complaining noises. And here the parrot of a grandmother is complaining. Means she is complaining about the noises which the Timothy is making. Means Popoi did not like the noises which the tiger is making. Timothy suddenly there were cries of "Sam, Sam, snake, snake." Means then they heard the shouting sound that now the passengers are shouting like "Sam, Sam." Grandfather was on his feet in a moment. Then when the grandfather heard this, he suddenly just stand up. He looked under the berth and he just looked under the berth. Why he looked under the berth? Because he had in under the berth the tiffin box was there in which the python was there. So he just looked under the berth. The tiffin basket was empty, but the basket was empty. Python was not there. The python's out, he said, and trashed out our compartment in his pajamas. I close behind here. When the grandfather saw that the python is not in the tiffin box, he just went out the he suddenly went out the compartment and he was in pajamas. Means he was wearing a pajama. In pajama only he just went out the compartment and the narrator also went behind the grandfather. About a dozen passengers were bunched together outside the washroom door. Here now the means about a dozen of passengers were all standing outside the washroom room. Anything wrong? Asked grandfather casually. Means here the grandfather is asking to the passengers that anything wrong. We can't get into the toilet, said someone. There is a huge snake inside. Means here some passenger said to the grandfather that we cannot go inside. मैं हम लोग अंदर नहीं जा सकते हैं टॉयलेट में because there is a huge snake. Means there is some huge snake inside the toilet. Let me take a look, said grandfather. I know all about snake. Here the grandfather is saying to the passenger that let me have a look, let me look. And he said that I know all about snakes. Means here the grandfather is saying that he knows everything about snakes, so he can handle it very easily. The passengers made way for him. Now the passenger had made a way for grandfather to enter the washroom, and he entered the washroom to find the python. Python curled up in the wash basin. Means curled means the python was near the wash basin in a circle. After its heavy meal, it has been it had become thirsty and finding the lid of the tiffin basket easy to pray up, had set out in search of water. Here, the grandfather is saying that after the eating all the dinners which was kept on the tiffin box, now the python has become thirsty. Now means now he need water. So he just moved out from the tiffin box because the tiffin box was loose. So he easily came out from that box and he went to the toilet in search of water. And why he was so thirsty? Because he has eaten all the dinners which the grandmother has made for writer and the grandfather. The dinners were ham sandwiches, the boiled eggs, and means and sandwiches, boiled eggs, and many more, and that gooseberry pie, roasted chicken. So after eating all these things, the python has become thirsty, so he went in search of water to the washroom. Grandfather gathered up the sleepy, overfilled python. Means now the grandfather, just took the python, and python was all in a sleepy mood and slept out of the washroom. And the grandfather took the python who has eaten, means he has eaten all the foods in an excessive way. Now he is total overfeed. So now he took the python out of the washroom. The passenger guestly made way for them. Now when the grandfather was taking the python out from the washroom, the passengers just made the way for the grandfather so that he can easily go with the python. So now students, um, we will continue in our next class the rest story. Till then, be safe and stay at home, and don't forget to write your name, class and section in the comment section below for your attendance. Thank you.